Hi again, everybody. TJ All Time 45 now. Starting to get in some early returns right now. Starting off with, I'm going to go with the Harris County numbers in State Senate District 11. Then I'm going to go to the Galveston County numbers. And we're going to go overall according to the Secretary of State's office because some developments happening there. Now, if you look at here in State Senate District 11 in Harris County, this is the Harris County early vote numbers on that. Mays Middleton leading the way with 63% of the vote. That's in Harris County only. Bob Mitchell is in second place there at 17%. Then Robin Armstrong coming in at 10.44% of that. Now, those numbers are just Harris County. Now, we'll go ahead and take a look at Galveston County now. I'm going to bring those up for you. Take a look at how that's working out in that race, because when we get then to the state, not the statewide numbers, the state numbers, this is all the voting precincts that have reported to the state so far. Things change up, but we're going to go ahead and go into right now those Galveston County numbers, as I told you we do. And let's get this. Here we go. This is the preliminary numbers here in Galveston County. Hopefully you're seeing those on your screen now. Let me prop it up, make sure you're seeing it here clearly, and you can see that there. Let me scroll down because I want to scroll down to State Senate District 11, the GOP primary. This is a highly contested race happening and includes Galveston County. It's an open seat. Popular State Senator Larry Taylor has decided not to run for re-election. So now you have Mace Middleton, the head of the Freedom Caucus for the state house. Is now running for that seat. He was one of those that announced early on, endorsed by State Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, and as you saw there on the Harris County numbers leading the way. And this is going to scroll through. We're not able to jump as fast as we would like on the Galveston County numbers here. Here we go. So taking a look at things now on that, and Mace Middleton again, 65% of the vote in Galveston County, with Robin Armstrong in second place again at 17%, Bob Mitchell at 11.92%, and then Bianca Gracia at 5.41%. Now, that, as I said, is what we've gotten from those two, Harris County and Galveston County. Now, but if you go to where the official tally is located at, and that's the Secretary of State's office website. On this race here, and it's important to note here that this is all there that's included in State Senate District 11. This is the numbers they're officially reporting here, and you see those scrolling at the bottom of your screen. It actually, the state says Bianca Gracia is leading the way with 8,008 votes. So we're going to have to be checking that out here. The Secretary of State may be behind on those because the two bigger counties, Harris County and Galveston County, are showing Mace Middleton avoiding a runoff just based on early voting right now. But again, these are the state, this is Secretary of State's results as they get in. They get it in from all the reporting districts on here. And it has now changed up just slightly here. No, it hasn't. This is officially what the state is reporting. Bianca Gracia at 8,008 votes. Mays Middleton at 6,798 votes, and Bob Mitchell at 1,623 votes. Robin Armstrong at 1,712 votes. Now, that is, again, that's pretty clear that the state is behind on its reporting numbers, because I want to, again, if you look at that and the numbers that we have from the state GOP primary here, and you add them up in there, that Mays Middleton's got way more votes than what the state's showing here. So if anyone goes to look at those state numbers, those are going to be off, because Mays Middleton is got 60% of the vote in both Galveston County and Harris County. That's key in that vote there, because if he can keep it above 50%, he actually avoids a runoff there. So I wanted to bring that up as a clarification, because some folks will go, and that's where we went first, was the State Senate District 11 race, because that's the one, the State Senate District on the Secretary of State's office, and that's where we go first on looking at these numbers to kind of track where things are going, and because it adds up everything. Again, the reporting may be a little bit slow there, and so we're going to be trying to get some clarification, not clarification so much as just make sure we got those right. Let's go in now and look in Harris County. Again, these are the numbers out of Harris County. As you can see, Bob Mitchell at 17.72% of the vote, Bianca Grassi at 8.16% of the vote, Robin Armstrong at 10.44% of the vote, Mays Middleton at 63.67% of the vote. That again is Harris County early votes numbers. They're coming in, and it's pretty much the same percentages, not too much different on things as they go with Galveston County numbers. While we're in Harris County, let's go ahead and look at a hotly contested race for county judge for the Republican Party in there. And as you take a look at those numbers, you have Alexandra Del Moral Mailer. She's the one who was endorsed by Mattress Mac. Jim McInville endorsed her. Went to Harvard. Was West Point, was commanding troops overseas. She's at 30% of the vote. Vidal Martinez is at 24.93% of the vote. Polished politician that he is in there. So those two are duking it out for who gets in there. But then Martina Lamont Dixon, she was endorsed by Dan Crenshaw. She's at 16.62% of the vote in third place. So she's pretty well behind. But right now, Mueller and Martinez leading the way in the GOP primary for Harris County Judge. The winner of that more likely is going to take on Lena Hidalgo, who was leading pretty comfortably in the Democratic primary, even though it was a crowded field. Now let's look at County Commissioner Precinct 2 from the Republican side of things. Of course, the winner here will go on to challenge Adrian Garcia, who, even though he had challenges the Democratic primary, was handling it pretty good. Jack Mormon, who was the favorite going in, has 44% of the vote. Jerry Mouton at 21% of the vote. Then John Manlove, the former mayor of Pasadena, at 16.51% of the vote. Richard Vega, 12.39% of the vote. And Daniel Jason is in there at 4.82% of the vote. So those are the Harris County numbers. Just wanted to kind of go over those because we had those up first as getting our results in. And we'll take a look now, as I said, in the Galveston County numbers. You're going to be seeing these pretty much at the same time that I am here as we go through this. So let me get this switched over to their setup now in Galveston County as we're looking at the numbers coming in from Galveston County now on the results of things. We haven't put them in on our lower scroll. The numbers, again, you're seeing from State Senate 11. I just want to make it clear to folks, what you're seeing is what the Secretary of State's reporting. Those numbers are going to be behind what our two bigger counties, Harris County and Galveston County, reporting. But those are going to be the numbers we're going to have to go with officially a little bit later. That's why I wanted to show you the contrast between the two before we got into that going along on how we were going along those days. So let's go ahead. This is early voting preliminary numbers here. Galveston County. I showed you State Senator District 11 earlier. Again, in Galveston County, Mays Middleton with 65% of the vote there in the early voting returns coming along the way. And Keith Henry in running state rep Democratic Party. He's the lone guy there. In state rep District 23, Galveston County numbers, only early voting numbers coming in here. And that is showing right now along the way that Patrick Gursky, 33% of the vote. Terry Leo Wilson at 26% of the vote. Gina Smith at 21% of the vote. Dr. Abel Longoria at 18% of the vote. That's Galveston County numbers only. Got to remember, the state representative District 23 includes Chambers County as well. So we're going to have to be looking at those numbers to add it up in there. But that's where it's looking there. Abel Longoria from Galveston. So we're surprised a little bit that he's not showing a little bit stronger in that race along the way as well. We're going to get some updates from folks again. As I told you earlier, what we wanted to make sure of is kind of to show that discrepancy of that state numbers on the State Senate District 11, where they're showing Bianca Grazia with huge numbers and a huge lead in there. But as I said, when you that shows the state's a bit behind in getting their numbers. So we're going to be updating those and come back with you here shortly. I'm TJ All. It's I-45 Now.